Good morning. This show today is brought to you by JBS Farms soaps. And today I have a Kate Spade looking one. I did 3 golden hearts all the way through. Well, you can't see I got the label on. But it's scented sweet pea. And I have a seashore theme. And it's got shells all inside with a starfish embedded. And the starfish are all different colors. I have apricot and pink ones, white ones, some bronzy colored ones, some sort of gray rock colored ones. Well, those are the dots on it. But anyway, these are scented Be Delicious. Ruby Cassis, ripe pineapple, sweet rose blossoms, and dewy fresh air. It's a DKNY dupe. Now, I don't get all the berries that they're talking about, but I get a dewy fresh air and I get the light floral. It's perfect for spring. It kind of, you know, the lily of the valley and the hyacinths are coming out pretty soon. I just have snowdrops right now. But anyway, so it's a nice, fresh, unisex scent, and it looks so pretty in the bathroom. And don't save it. You got to use them. You might as well use stuff while you're here. That I thought of Kate Spade as I was designing. I did gold hearts because there's always pink hearts, and I probably will do pink hearts, but this is it. And they are embedded all the way through. And I have the pink base with a little geometric at the bottom that kind of reminds me of Kate Spade. And I'm a great Kate Spade lover. I love her purses. So let me show you how I made them. Grab some molds here. Both of them I used this loaf mold. It holds about 3 pounds. With hearts, you have to think upside down because it's really hard to balance something on a point. So it's made this way in the loaf. So it fits in like that when it was all in there. So first off, I pour in a little bit of pink. Then I made some hearts and cut them to size and put them inside. And so I laid one down first and then poured more pink, and then I laid down the other 2 and poured down more pink, and then I poured a darker pink top. Now let me show you how this guy goes. That was the first time I ever used this, and like I say, it's a column heart mold, and it fits all together through its little joints that just snap together. So I put it in a drinking glass to hold it straight up. And then I poured in the liquid soap. And then it hardens. And then you just peel it apart to get it out. Here's my sweet pea soap. It's got hearts in it, so it's kind of like a Kate Spade design. And I don't have a tripod, so I can't set the camera down. But first off, I pry off the sides like that. Anyway, it's almost out of this silicone mold, which I've written 50 ounces or 3 pounds that it holds. So I do it with one hand to get it out. It's starting to come out. I need 2 hands. Here's where it's still stuck. This way. Well, you won't be able to see them till I cut. But anyway, there is my soap. Oh gosh, it smells so floral and springy and good. Okay, let me turn you off and I'm going to start cutting. So now I've scored them right across there, 1 inch. And now I'm going to take my knife and cut them. So begin the slicing. There's some left. And here are the slices. That was how I made the sweet pea soap. Then the sea soap, I made a clear base and poured a little bit in the bottom. And then I made sea molds with starfish and different shells. I've got clams and snails and all kinds of pretty little different shaped snail shells like you'd find on a beach. And they just pop out. And I did different colors, like I say, for the starfish and the shells. Some of them are peach, and some are pink, some are white. Let's see, oh, here's my white one. I tried to make little dots on it like a clam would have. And so I pour a little bit of clear, and this one was made this way because of the starfish. Pour in a little bit of clear, and then I get a bunch of the shells all sprayed with alcohol, because that's how you make the soap stick. And I put them in according to colors just to mix them up real well. And then at the very end, I'm sticking the starfish, and I stuck them in kind of like that so that I could slice all the way down. I had 10 of them. Well, it's a little hard to get them in just absolutely perfect. So the bars get sliced kind of funny. These two obviously didn't go together, but so they're sliced on the diagonal just to get as many shells and a perfect starfish as I could. And like I say, they're all going to be a little different. It's all handmade. Moving on to my Facebook fragrance friends. For my fragrance today, I put on the Jo Malone, I never can remember it, something rose, velvet rose and ode. This is a little sprayer. I don't know if it's a sample or not. Somebody gave it to me. Thank you, Emily. And it is a dark, well, I want to say damask, like rose, very oriental. I don't get the wood, the ode, but maybe that's what helps keep it dark. And it's in a little sprayer, which I like. I just saw on Facebook, probably Fragrance Friends, that when you get the little samples, be sure to get the little sprayer ones, because they make a better distribution on your skin, and the scent comes out better than the dauber ones. And I've always kind of thought that, but I thought, oh, well, maybe it stretches it longer if it's on a dauber, but so what? It smells better when it's in a spray. So this little spray. So I put that on this morning and went out to breakfast, and I go, oh, I mean, it's raining and cozy, but it was just still a little too much for me first thing in the morning. So strangely enough, I'm trying to finish up my Jovan Musk. I really like it. It's not that I'm trying to get rid of it. It's just time to keep it moving. And so I just layered it with the Jo Malone, and it came out really nice. I think the musk kind of added to that. It made it a little sweeter or softer or something. Now, the thing about Jovan Musk takes me right back to 1972 when I was an assistant buyer at the Bon Marché, and I remember a vendor came in, and she smelled so good. And I go, what have you got on? And it was this. Your memories are so closely related with scent. So that's what I have on, is a mix of these two. For my makeup friends, I decided I want to keep using up, and maybe this way I could declutter a little bit. And so I went in and I found an old palette I've had for a long time. Old, it's probably 5 years old, but it's the Stila Naturalize eyeshadow palette. And it's a cardboard box, which I don't really like, but it keeps it really light. And today I used the Bear all over the lid. Then I put Kitten on the high points, you know, your brow and inner corner. Then, oh, what was that guy? I put Bliss all over the lid, thinking, okay, let's do a matte eye kind of thing. And it just wasn't much. So I went ahead and into Sunset and put that on the outer part. And then I brought it all over in the lid. I really liked it. It warmed things up. And I used a last little bit of, well, I used Sandstone then on the fake crease. And then I never used the blacks in palettes, and they're in every bloody palette. So I just did like a little eyeliner right out there, and then took it underneath and smudged it out and used their, I don't have it in here, but it had a eye pencil damsel, and so I used that, and boy, it was smooth. I've been trying to use up my NARS pencils, and they're stiff. I'm not liking them much, but I'm using them because I bought them. On my lips, I have NARS Winterberry, which is a red with a little bit of magenta. And it's a nice slickery feel. That's what I have on my face. And we are brought to you by JBS Farms soaps. And I thank you ever so much for supporting me. It's so much fun. These make wonderful gifts because they're not, you know, they're not $10, $20 unless I make a big fancy thing. I can make a loaf and sell it by the loaf. And I can make smaller loaves than this big one too. But like I say, this is sweet pea. A beautiful spring fragrance. Did I tell you what the notes on it were? The notes on it are sweet pea petals, watery pear, sheer freesia, fresh berry. I don't get much fresh berry. And a delicate soft musk. And the musk is just so light, I can't even tell it's there, but it kind of rounds it out. And this is the Be Delicious. It's a little more oceanic, and that's why I wanted to put it with the starfish and sea life. Oh, this one's sweet. This one's more ozone. So until next time, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.